Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you guys today. Just kidding, you know I don't see you. It's good to be seen. Thanks for being here. Alright, so today we're going to do new moon in Scorpio readings for my water signs. So I'm doing a little different this month. Just honestly for like energetic reasons, okay? I was really doing my best to make sure that I got a message out to everybody, and I was kind of overextending myself. So in order for me to maintain the consistency of getting you guys readings every moon cycle, every new and full moon period, I should say, I gotta cut it back just a little bit, okay? Also, I decided to go ahead and group those together into one video, and it's all gonna be timestamped below, just because for me it's really important that everybody hears the message, sort of my intro to the new moon. Why is this new moon special? And I think those things, a lot of it kind of depends on the sign that the moon is in, right? And it can affect our different elements differently. So, I'm definitely asking you guys to pay attention. These are for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for Sun, Moon, and Rising. But there's a whole lot of Mercury going on right now, okay? I mean, Mercury is just really important right now. So if you know where your Mercury is at in your chart, I don't know why I'm feeling compelled to tell you to peek in on that this week, okay? Try it out, see what works, all right? So, I'm doing one storyline for each of you guys, and like I said, it's all timestamped below. I'm going to do the intro, but first I want to go ahead and do my disclaimer about the readings. These are collective readings, okay? So there's no way that it can apply to absolutely everybody out there, but please know that I love and enjoy doing the personal readings. All the info to book me is below. All right, there is information. There's kind of two sets of prices. One is for my in-person readings, and I don't think I have that info below. What I've got below is video recorded readings. Okay, I prefer them live. Okay, so contact me. Facebook Messenger is really easy. I do have Snapchat and WhatsApp, and so those are all options. We can do just a regular call. So yeah, I am going to stick with my regular in-person rates. So that's 10, 20, and 40 instead of 10, 20, and 35. But okay, all that info is below. Hit me up if you don't find the reading for you this time around, but you feel like there's a message that you're trying to get, okay? I see this as sort of like a message in the bottle, okay? When I do these collective readings, I see what's out there, see what message Spirit wants to send, and I kind of just hold up and I put it in a bottle and I send it out into the ocean. So if it washes up on your beach and it's not yours, it may be something that you're meant to understand about what somebody else is going through, okay? But don't force it, all right? Use your intuition to understand whether or not this is your reading, and if it's not and you need one that's for you, all the info below. All right, okay, good. I talked about Mercury. Mercury is really important because Mercury is one of the planets that we have in Scorpio right now, okay? The moon moves rather rapidly. It only spends a couple of days in a sign. So when it's in the new moon phase, it will be in Scorpio as well, okay? Along with the sun and Mercury, okay? I have notes here. I think Venus is also in Scorpio right now. But it's actually moving on November 1st, okay? So we don't have to worry about that too much, okay? Anyways, a lot of Scorpio energy, plus Pluto just went direct, and you guys are water signs, okay? Scorpio is a water sign. And so you guys tend to feel water moons, I think, a little more intensely, all right? And because Mercury is going to be going retrograde in Scorpio during this time period, one of the precautions that I've kind of been sending out in my last couple of videos is it's actually this metaphor for how water bends the light, okay? So when you're viewing something that's underwater, all right, you're seeing it refracted, okay? It's not like a 100% accurate perception of what you're seeing, okay? Because it's underwater, and water kind of warps the image, that you observe. All right. And that's exactly what happens when we view the world through a lens of emotions, which water signs often do. Okay. Especially if you have a water moon, you can't really help it. That's just kind of how, or water Mercury. Okay. Mercury is all about communication, commerce, all the comms, rational thought, our thought processes, but also how we perceive things. Okay. So if you're perceiving something through this lens of emotion all the time, if you're always looking at things while they're underwater, it can actually, you can get a really distorted view of reality. And I think this Mercury retrograde wants us to pay a lot of attention to that. Okay. So like I said, right now, the Mercury is in Scorpio. The moon is going to be entering, the sun is entering Scorpio, and the beginning of Scorpio season. Happy birthday, Scorpios, is going to be the 23rd, which is tomorrow on my calendar. But by the time I get this uploaded, it might be today. Okay. Then on the 27th, that's when we have that, the sun and moon will be in conjunction. That's a new moon. Okay. I'm typically not scared of new moons. New moons full moons can be a little crazy for me personally. I do have Venus in Cancer and my moon is in Gemini. It's just weird stuff. Anyways, this new moon can be kind of intense though, you guys, because it is in opposition to Uranus. Okay. Uranus is sort of in the same vein as the Mercury, and that's why I say there's a lot of Mercury energy going on. They are very, very related in that Mercury has to do with mental space here on Earth. Okay. And Uranus has a lot of associations, and I think a lot of people don't know that things like telepathy, okay, telekinesis, right? Like supernatural communication can actually be ruled by Uranus. And with Pluto direct and all this Scorpio energy, a lot of you guys to be going through some of that, okay? But one of the things that Uranus is definitely all about is revolutions and breakthroughs and sudden change, like tower moments, to use tarot speak, all right? We got to watch out for that, okay? It is really, really very possible that, especially Mercury is about to go retrograde on the 31st. It will be retrograde until the 20th of November. All right. These readings are good for the 2-week period beginning the 27th. All right. Okay. Until the next full moon. Especially with Mercury getting ready to go retrograde, I would expect that Uranus opposition to probably bring in a sudden shift in perception. A sudden revelation, maybe a truth comes out, something like that. Like, that's just the energy in the air right now. All these things are entirely possible. So please be aware of acting from a place of emotion. All right. Give yourself time to be grounded. Give yourself time to try to make sure that you're acting from a rational mental space. I just have a little mess I gotta clean up right here. I spilled some of my aromatic oils, if you will. Okay. Just make sure that you're as much as possible. In fact, I was sniffing on this lavender over here. It clears the mind in such a wonderful thing, in such a wonderful way. All right. And that's a great thing. So, work on the senses. I think, your sense of smell for some reason is going to be really important. And that's why I was kind of asked to show you that. But anyways, don't forget that things, when we're looking at things underwater, we're not seeing them for the way they really are. Okay. And I think that another potential this Mercury retrograde has, and there's a whole video about it. Check it out. I'll probably link below. I get really tired halfway through, so bear with me there. Okay. Your reading, water signs, was a soulmate reading. So if you think that's something going on, go check it out. Go check it out. Okay. Anyways, nonetheless, just be really, really cautious about being grounded and acting from your rational space rather than from your emotional space. Because that's going to be a struggle for like everybody during Scorpio season. Responding to triggers. Yeah, sometimes you just got to get really, really grounded. Okay. Try your very best to make sure that you're not acting from an overly emotional space. All right, that's for all y'all water signs. Okay, I'm gonna start now with a reading for Cancers. Grounding myself right now. Sun, moon, and rising signs. Venus, if you're interested in love. Okay. Yeah, I think I went through all the things I meant to say. Don't forget, the energies are very fluid when it comes to reading tarot. Timelines are very fluid, all right? So don't stretch the message to make it fit you, but understand that you might need to shift a timeline. You might need to shift roles, things like that, okay? I have a feeling we're going to have some relationship stuff coming up, okay? I don't know why I feel nervous. I'm going to do my incantation, aka my prayer, all right? So I'm asking now for divine spirits of love and light, ancestors, allies, and guides to offer me protection as I deliver these messages, and then also just to come into this space and help me to deliver a clear and unbiased message to all of my Cancers here, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the new moon in Scorpio. I don't have a question. I'm just doing freestyle reading. I'm seeing what the cards bring out, okay? So I got Morgan out right now, my Morgan Greer deck. We're going to get, my goal is about 3 significators to just kind of get an idea of what you guys are looking at, okay? We have the 7 of Wands popped out first. That's an awful lot, and they're sideways. I can't take sideways cards. I read them upright and reversed. I can't read them sideways, all right? Ooh, okay. I do want one more. Okay, alrighty. So we have some interesting reversals here, all right? Very interesting. We started out with the 7 of Wands on the table, and that means that a lot of you guys are kind of in a defensive position right now. And I feel like what you're defending is your energy. And maybe your emotion, your emotional energy. People don't realize that that is a resource that people give out. Okay, especially if you're a water sign, it can be very natural for you to just want to meet the needs of the people around you. All right, and some people will take that for granted because they don't realize that that requires an energetic output. That's work, that's labor. It's called emotional labor. All right, I feel like a lot of you guys are really, really overwhelmed because you need to put some emotional labor into yourself, okay? But you got everybody trying to take it from you, all right? Okay? I feel like you guys kind of feel bad about this. But the fact is, you're ready to put down this burden because you just literally don't even have the energy to take care of yourself and meet your own physical, material needs right now. Okay, because that's what the Queen of Wands is all about. She's somebody who can meet all of her own needs. She's very resourceful. Okay, she's very good at managing her resources, in just kind of attracting abundance. All right, and y'all aren't feeling too abundant right now. Okay, remember this is the guy that came out first, the 7 of Wands. He's defending himself from something. Okay, now. I'm being asked to pay attention to the fact that what he's defending himself from is the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is somebody who's, you know, riding on a horse. And it's like he's in a parade. And he's either just come back from battle or he's leaving to go to battle. But either way, he's being praised by the people around him. They're looking at him like, oh my gosh, look how awesome you are. And he's like, thanks. I feel pretty awesome. But you guys are a big part of that. Okay, so some of you guys are having a really hard time. You're blocking up your heart chakra right now. You have to probably just have some healing to do. All right, but you need to take care of you. And these 6 Wands, these are your people. These are your tribe. These are your crew. And you just feel really, really, really guilty saying to them, oh, I need to put this down. I need to unburden myself right now. Okay, because you guys are feeling really, really, really very burdened. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, we have the death card reversed on the bottom of the deck, and with like the death is Scorpio energy, it's Pluto, it's transformation, and those things happen at a very deep subconscious level. All right, so if you're not being able to take the time and the space to do your healing and to go within, you're not able, Cancers, to really partake in this transformation season as much as you need to. Okay, in fact, when I split this deck open, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is you. You want to meet the needs of all the people around you. These are your friends. This is joy and it's togetherness. All right, but you see how she's kind of turned away from them, and she's holding her own cup in between herself and her friends. She knows she needs to do it. You, he, she, it, they know that it's time to do some healing for yourself. That's too many cards, so I'm putting them back, please. You can bring them back if I need them. I still need to shuffle some more. Okay, but you guys are, you know that you need some healing right now. Yeah. But if you're used to being in a space where you're assisting others with their healing, then that can just be really, really hard to do. And I feel like right now I'm getting the sense that a lot of you guys, you might even have friends. There might be a little bit of codependency, so that like when you try to deliver this message to them about, hey, you guys, I just kind of, or hi, friend, I just, you know, I wish I could be there for you, but I really need to be there for myself right now. I have a feeling that they're going to hold that underwater and kind of distort what's really happening. Oh, I see. You're just not going to be there for me. And that's not what you're saying, right? Sometimes you got to let people know you can't take care of them. You can't be there for them if you can't be there for yourself. Okay? So, all right. I've got 3 of wands out, but we got, Hold on just 1 second. Let's see what else. I'm actually just going to go ahead and process this message before I get anything else out, okay? With the 3 of wands come out. You really want to move forward, and you know that you're not, okay? With the Judgment card, okay, I've already pre-declared Judgment card. I predict that Judgment card is going to be the MVP, as in, like, this guy's going to pop up a lot during Mercury retrograde. Because, and in fact, one of the strongest messages that came through in the Mercury retro video was that you guys are going to have an opportunity to go back and look at something again, maybe revisit a communication or a connection or an issue that you need to be able to see differently now that you've been through the transformation. But if you guys aren't able to do the transforming, then you can't really take full advantage of the retrograde. Does that make sense? Okay. So Judgment call or card means something's being called up again for review. That's what a retrograde is, especially Mercury retrograde. Okay. Mercury's going to call up the things we thought we knew, and the things that we thought we'd perceived or communicated and things like that. All right. So I still feel a compulsion to keep shuffling these. All right. I would like to know more about the Judgment card, please. Okay. Just a little bit more about the Judgment card. I know I've been reading so much with these Tattoo Tarot. I love the images, but the fact is they're really thick cards. So it actually just kind of takes a lot longer to get some of them to pop out at you. Okay. Tell me about the Ten of Wands reversed. That popped right out. I'll take them all. They are almost all wands. Okay. Yeah, you're just tired and you're feeling very blocked because some of you guys see communication as confrontation, or the people that you're trying to communicate with, you want to get these swords out of your back, but you have to be able to communicate with somebody about your boundaries right now. The World card reverse came up, and that has a lot to do with boundaries. Okay. In my mind, this 4 of Wands is your home space. Okay, the space from which you're comfortable growing. All right. Especially for Cancers. Like, that's 4th house energy right there. Home is your jam. Okay. This is an interesting message coming out, and then I'm going to go back. There was another card that came up with Judgment over here, but I have to go ahead and address this. You're feeling like just really low energy, but this communication is blocked, okay? Somebody out there, and it might be you, is perceiving this reinforcement of boundaries, right, as confrontation. Okay, you don't want anybody to feel like you're picking a fight with them. You just want to be asked to be left alone at home for a minute, okay? So, this is undesirable and this is desirable. So, how do we get from 5 to 4, class? You just have to take away 1, all right? Find something that takes up what feels most toxic in your life, the one thing that takes up your energy that feels toxic, and find a safe way to exit that situation. Okay. I don't feel like it's everybody going to respond to you like that, but somebody is, and they're going to make you feel bad about it. They're going to make you feel bad about not being there for them, and that really kind of sucks, all right? But you guys are at a point where you're just kind of, I feel a lot like Chariot reversed energy with this, which is wheel spinning, okay? You're working really hard at something, but you're not seeing any payoff, okay? And it's an issue. You not being able to put your energy into your own projects is an issue that the Judgment card comes up to say, look, this is a phone call to you from the universe. Please enforce your boundaries. If you hang up this phone call, it's going to call right back. And it might be a while, but this is a lesson that it really wants you to learn once and for all, okay? To master once and for all. Because you can say, you know what, you're right. You can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. But what the universe needs you to do, what you need you to do, is to act that out, okay? All right? Really, really, really protect your boundaries and really put that care into yourself, because that's how you become the amazing, caring Cancer that you can be. All right? I'm going to get one more piece of advice from the Morgan Grid deck, and it came right, ooh, yeah, you guys, it's a toxic thing that needs to be removed. All right? The reason I say that is because I got double confirmation. Okay, in this deck it's the Page, and in this deck it's the Knave of Wands. Okay, but that's a toxic energy. It's probably a toxic connection, and in fact it's probably the one wand that needs to be removed to go from this fighty energy. Like, everything just feels hard with this. Everything's nice and easy once you get rid of that 5th wand and go back to the 4 of Wands. Go home, okay? Go home. Take care of you, okay? If you have some friends you can invite over, yeah. But I feel like, and this is a real thing that somebody has talked to me about in life recently, but also a thing that I'm being asked to bring up to you. Some of you guys are in these cliques where it's like, well, I really want to have Deborah and Susie over, but if I invite Deborah and Susie, then I have to invite Melanie. And maybe Melanie is that Page of Swords reverse, that Page of Wands reverse, that negative energy, okay? You have to get your friends to respect your other friendships, okay? Herd mentality can be really unhealthy, and I think some of you guys want to fight that, but people are just like gonna take it the wrong way. If people are committed to misunderstanding you, yeah, eliminate that. Yeah, that person's not good for you. And if they're committed to just not hearing where you're coming from, you don't need that. You don't need that. Okay? So, now I've got the Magical Menagerie. This is going to be the final card for your reading. It's a good 15-minute read, I think. It's pretty good. If you want me to build on this, of course, go ahead and message me at any of the, I guess there aren't links below except for the Facebook and Instagram. Find me there, message me. There's an email address. I get those on my phone. But I've got the Magical Menagerie, and this is just basically, I want to pull to find, they're all upright, so they're in advice position, in other words, okay? This is a combination of amazing mythical animals, and I want to see what energy we can recommend for you to move gracefully through this new moon in Scorpio period. Thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light. What card can we draw? Just had one flip. Blackbird. I just got Paul McCartney in my head. Blackbird fly. Stop it, kitty. You attacked my toes. Fred's a Cancer. Is Fred a Cancer? Fred is a major Cancer. He loves to cuddle. And I used to have another cat. Unfortunately, she passed in March. But it was a younger cat. She was very young, unfortunately. It was very sad and it was very tragic. But it was the first time I ever had 2 cats before. And Fred is a Cancer and she was a Taurus. Like, I have a whole book about cat astrology. It's not different than human astrology, but it's just funny. Okay, so it was just funny because she's like me, like super independent and like I don't need nobody, but oh, you want to be at my beck and call? I guess I'll put up with that. Okay, he mothered her and it was the most adorable relationship. I've never had more than 1 cat before and that was such a beautiful relationship. So there is the beautiful legacy of the Grand Duchess Eleanor Elizabeth of Aquitaine. That was her name. We called her Ellie. It's a cat. All right. Blackbird is about guidance, balance, you guys. That's what these cards are asking you to do. Balance your own needs with the needs of the people around you and the people that you love. Okay. And revelation. So, Blackbird was regarded by the Celts as one of the wisest and most spiritual of animals. There's also a lot of psychic awakenings, intuitive awakening going on, very different levels. Okay, I've done many readings on the topic and I'd love to do yours. Okay, so hit me up. We'll journey together. Okay, you need a community. All right. So the Blackbird was most spiritual of animals. He calls us to spiritual quests and guides us to the hidden entrance to the other world where occult knowledge and wisdom can be accessed. So FYI, the Celtic other world is not the Greek Roman underworld. It's not hell. It's not where people go after they die, even though they can, right? But it's really just how you access like intuition and guide from spirit and stuff like that. Okay, so Blackbird is associated with active attempts to follow spirit. However, also relates to the balance between the spiritual and the mundane and the need to be grounded in this world of matter. Blackbird may appear as a guide or herald the arrival of a guide. So if you guys are needing guidance in this, understand, like, you know, get to know your spirit guides, okay, if you haven't already. But talking about the balance between the spiritual and the mundane, this is somebody who is not tending enough to her mundane needs. Mundane just means worldly. Okay, she has to eat, she has to sleep, she has to bathe, she got to clean her house. Okay, not like it's a necessity, but like, yo, that clears the mental space so much. And if you're a Cancer, you need to have the time to do those things. So something in your life, it might even be work, is taking too much of your energy and you don't know how to call it back. Okay, I think this is saying, okay, I'm going to tell another little side story, okay? I had an object go missing. And it was an object that was very valuable to me. And I had some suspicions about where this object disappeared to. You know what I mean? Okay. And it just wasn't a situation that I could confront. I didn't have the energy. I had all this energy put in somewhere else. So what I did was I turned to spirit. And I'm not lying to you, okay? I have a very strict code of ethics about what I will ask spirit for. But when it comes to me and my things, this is who I take care of, okay? So I went to spirit and I just kind of like, I asked for it back. And I got it back. It came back to me. It called me back to it, right? We found each other, me and my object. And there was no confrontation involved. I didn't have to confront anybody about it. I just talked to spirit and got it done. Okay? So if you're scared of me now? You should be. I'm just kidding. Don't be. I'm really good. I'm a blackbird, okay? But honestly, like if you speak to spirit guides and you feel like you're being really overwhelmed and that like, just go to your guides, okay? Go to your guides because they can help you in ways that you may not have the energy to exert yourself in this 3D world, in the mundane world, all right? So this is the message that the Blackbird and I would like to bring to you. Blackbird fly. Y'all, ever since I've been working at this middle school, they wear out my voice. I don't even sound good at karaoke anymore. I don't sound good singing to you. Anyways, I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to be back and read for my Scorpios and my Pisces Cancers. I hope you have a great new moon. Hit me up if you need anything, okay? All right. Hello, beloved Scorpios. Happy birthday season to you. The sun's moving into Scorpio. Tomorrow my time, okay? I got some crazy hair over here. So the craziest thing happened. I was cleaning up, and this never happens like mid-reading. Usually I sit down and I got my decks out, and these are the decks that I'm using, okay? I actually, to be perfectly fair, have been using the same 3 decks for, like, this is the 3rd night I've made video readings, okay? In other words, I got time for personals. Hit me up, okay? I got time. And I was cleaning up from the Cancer reading, and I was shoveling the Tattoo Tarot, and I got this little ping to put it away and pull out my mermaid deck. So I am going to, just like I did with my previous reading with my Cancers, I'm going to start out by asking for 3 significators. Significators are just kind of, to me, like, what's the overarching energy? What story does the tarot want to tell us? I don't have a question for this new moon cycle, okay? There's so much going on. There's so much going on. And I am just doing one storyline. Say hi to Freddie over there. It's black clothes season. And his favorite hobby is shedding fur all over black clothes. So I got 2 coats over there that he's after right now. All right, that's what's going on in my life. But what on earth? You know you're on camera right now. People can see you. He's a goofball. All right, do we have focus? The lighting is weird. I had to move my lamp. But I kind of had a love-hate relationship with the lamp anyways. All right. Anyways, pulling out that Mermaid Tarot deck really made me feel like this is, with all this Scorpio energy, I feel like this new moon period. And mind you, these readings are for a 2-week period of time. This particular new moon period, I think, is going to be really intense for you guys. The full moon that's coming up in 2 weeks is actually going to be in Taurus. And that's going to be kind of grounding for you guys. I'm going to be real with you. It's going to be kind of grounding for you guys. All right. But all of this Scorpio energy, we're going to get a little break from it, okay? We're going to get a little break from it. But it's intense, okay? And you guys are feeling a lot of transformation. You're the most transformative of all the signs. You're amazing like that. But the thing is, it kind of catches people off guard because they know you're always up to something under there and they don't know quite what. So, divine spheres of love and light, ancestors, allies, and guides, please come into this space, offer me protection, and guide me in delivering a clear, unbiased message to my beloved birthday Scorpios, okay? We need 2 more shuffles is what they're saying. It's a lot of shuffles. They got some things to say. They want to be specific. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do this. This is Morgan. And she's giving me way too much. Can you maybe narrow it down a little bit? Thank you, darling. You got me 3. Okay. Well, that was the one you're talking to me about. Okay. So we have a couple of majors here and a bunch of wands reversed. There's a period of you guys have just come out of a thing and you're ready to move on to the next one, right? That's what transformation is. You just gone through, I have a weird, well, I don't know why the circle is there. Okay. Anyways, you've just been through a transition. I feel like there's even something really heavy that you guys have given up, and you're ready to grow. You're ready for the next thing. Like, you're eager. All right, yay, I did the thing. Now what's next, okay? But you're going to have to be patient with that, because this is, come on, focus. This is a need for healing that's happening right now, okay? All right, so I do want to get one more from this deck. That's a lot, but I will take them because you're talking. Okay. So you may have even given up on a project that you were planning because there's just too much blocking it, all right? There's just too much resistance going on, and you were like, you know what? I don't need this thing that bad, okay? Maybe I can give it a different approach. You know, basically, I feel like he is just backing away from his position where he's standing out on the precipice, almost like the Fool is about to kind of like step off of this cliff. But with the Three of Wands, he's looking ahead. He's planning. He's already got ideas. He's already set things out into the universe that are going to help him on his journey. Okay. This guy is reversed, and the image that I get is him just kind of backing up, being like, you know what? No, let me just going to collect myself. I'm going to look at this. We're going to go back to the drawing board. I can't push forward this project right now. Okay. Okay. You guys know what it is. Whatever it is, there was a lot of just conflict. Maybe too many people's opinions involved. Maybe it was just like, the energies were blocked, okay? But there's definitely a lot of conflict and a lot of blockage, a lot of problems that you just weren't really able to solve. And I feel like you're like, you know what? We're going to back away from this, okay? And I feel like you guys had to back away from your ego as well, okay? There is some ego in this. Okay, because the way that you wanted to do it and the way that you want to proceed was some sort of reflection of who you see yourself as. Okay, but we're constantly evolving. So we have to be open to evolving how we see ourselves. And I think you guys left a thing behind. That's karmic. That's what you're doing your work. Okay, but right now you're in this healing period. Okay, that's what the Temperance is about. Okay, in alchemy, temperance was this concept that you kind of get like in cooking and other things, right? And you can't always just take two substances and like poof, throw them in together. Sometimes you have to temper them. You got to do a little bit here, a little bit of there, and that's kind of how healing works. Okay, taking a little bit of reason and a little bit of emotion, like, okay, I'm feeling my feeling. Now I'm understanding that feeling. Okay, let me feel another feeling. Ah, now I understand that too. And it's also like, okay, well, here's what happened in the past, and here's how I can do it different in the future. All right. So that temperance, that process of, it's this angel pouring these two cups back and forth between one another. That's temperance. That's the act of temperance. Okay. And that's what you guys are doing right now. You're defending an ideal. There's some aspect, you've been able to part with a part of this that was toxic, okay? But you're still committed to the ideal of a thing, all right? You're just really overwhelmed, and you feel like you have to put this project down right now, and I'll get more clarifiers. But you're still defending this ideal, maybe with some stubbornness, okay? But most of all, you're just not sure how to go about it now. Because you had to give up the way you were going to. You know how you're going to go about it now. That's a weird way to cut. All right. Shoveling up mermaids. Let's see if we can get any clarifying information on what this project is or what this project may be. Of course, it's not going to be the same reading for everybody. So I want some details, and then I want some advice. That's a big, thick deck, and it really needs shuffling. I I gave it some before I hit record, of course. But let me do a little more. Alrighty, so let's get some info on this what was given up. How many are you? Alright, I'm going to let you tell the story. Okay, we got 3 and 3 with 1 in the middle. The way they come out is very significant, okay? Now here's the reason why I made that face. Because we have double confirmation, okay? This could be another person, not you. Somebody else who is involved in the project. And you may be defending your vision from this person, okay? In some way, shape, or form. This is, wow, this is a really specific story, so I'm just going to tell it to you, the one that's coming to me right now, all right? So you start off with this amazing idea, this thing that you're like, I'm very proud of this. And I'm very proud of that. I got it to a point where it can be a project and it's growing. It's something that you established, okay? Some of you may have had to give up some control over it as it stepped into a new phase of manifestation. So let's say, oh my gosh, like I am really good. Like I got an Etsy page and I sell my goods that I make. Okay. But here's an opportunity for me to make more money on it if I give up a little bit of control over the situation. So the Queen of Pentacles reversed might be you feeling like you've given up too much control, or like you're not being valued now in this position that you're in, or it may just be a feminine energy who doesn't see your value. They're not seeing your value. Okay? I get this as past energy and this as present energy, which I'll go right over in a second. But this is sandwiching. This is in between them. Okay? You were in a state of tension for a long time about this, but now you're realizing you don't even care. You're not trying to deal with this person. You're not trying to deal with this person not seeing you for what you're worth, and you don't want to move forward with this person anymore. You're over it. You're actively trying to remove yourself from this situation. Because we're not going anywhere with this, you guys. It's not going to be victorious. Not with that, not with this attitude. Okay, not with that attitude. That woman doesn't see your value, or she doesn't see her own, okay? Some of you guys might just have had to part with that attitude within yourself, okay? But this healing is happening. Things are still coming together. Things are still being tempered. Okay? If it's a work project, then that's what's happening. There's still, there's just still movement taking place. If it is about passionate relationships, or just like, like a project that you enjoy, you might need to look. This Queen of Pentacles might be in you, and it might be a person you're dealing with, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay? So it's very specific, and I'm just kind of going to see, do we have any other interpretations that we can offer with this? Okay. Some of it is a relationship. That they're not wanting to invest in anymore. And it could just be like a friendship. I'm not getting like love vibes from this. But I'm getting a lot of really strong work vibes. Okay? Alright? Yeah. Because we have like this many cups. We got the cups that the angel is holding. And then we got these cups, which I'm taking as like this emotional frustration and exhaustion. You just would rather back the heck away from this whole situation. Okay. I am going to get one more advice from the Morgan deck. And then I'm going to go to the Magical Menagerie, which I'm kind of using also for advice. So let me see. That was on the bottom. I'm not surprised it came out. You're not asserting yourselves in a way that reflects your value. Okay? You've been put in a reactive position. Okay? This king makes the laws of the land. But this lion reversed has to defend itself. Okay? So your ability, like I said, you had to give up control of something, and now you're feeling like you don't have enough control over the situation. You don't even have enough structure and stability in this situation, because this person, this Queen of Pentacles energy, is sabotaging it. Okay, so you've been put in the defensive, and it's not giving me very much information. When you ask for advice and you get reversals, all you can really do is say that's where your attention needs to go. All right. So now I've got Magical Menagerie deck, and I'm going to go ahead and see what kind of energy is kind of going to help pull you forward with this, Scorpios. Scorpios, I was not expecting a work reading for you guys, but we got it. Okay. Where is the top card? Ooh, bear. Yeah, you are. This is a mama bear. Mama bear wants to protect what's hers. So that's the bear. Let me get to that page real quick, and I'll read to you guys. The light is shifting too. It's a weird time of night, day. Bear. Not boar. Bear. I had this come up from another friend recently, and it was perfect. Protection, particularly of a mother for her cubs. It is ruled by earth primarily, and then fire, air, and water. So all four elements in that order. You got a good focus. Rawr, rawr. Just kidding. Being silly. All right. Bear's strength and courage in the face of threat, and the sure sense of prevailing against the odds. Bear commands respect for this. Bear is patient, alert, and watchful. Thus, bear refers to self-analysis and inner awareness, and to connection with self. In this sense, bear can refer to self-discovery through introspection, dreams, and sensitive use of intuition. Okay. So, your strength is in you. Okay, it's about now I'm getting like the sentimental side of things, and I'm just feeling how like you guys know, or you're working on knowing your own worth and your own value, but you're feeling so defeated in this position because somebody does not. It might be a piece of you, but I really get the feeling that this is you. Okay? The man who is like ruling the land, like, this is my domain. Hi. Welcome to Emperor Land. These are the rules. Somebody took that away from you. They put you in a defensive position. Hence the need for protection. Okay? You guys, I really wish that this was more of an advice reading, okay? If you need advice on this issue, just give me up, okay? Because it's probably very specific to whatever it is that you're going through, all right? We'll formulate a plan, okay? Gotta separate these now. Got mermaids over here and Morgan up top, because now I'm gonna read for my Pisces, my fishies. Clean that deck and shuffling up. Then we'll do the same with the rest. Pisces rules the 12th house. and actually has a lot of connection with Pluto. Because if you look at the 12 houses of the horoscope as like an hour of life, like the clock of life, 12th house. After that is death. It's transformation back into the first. Okay. So 12th house energy has a lot to do with subconscious as well. So keeping these mermaid cards out for you guys makes a lot of sense. My Pisces, my fishies. All right, so more shovels. Yes, darling. Well, I know. What am I supposed to do about it? What am I supposed to do about it? Okay, let me know if you figured it out, okay? I love you. Cats. Thank you. Divine spirits of love and light. Hi. Ancestors, allies, and guides, thank you for your protection over this endeavor. Thank you for coming into this space to help me deliver a good message from a Pisces. I've been seeing a lot of Seven of Wands today. I don't know what's up with it. I think people are feeling really defensive with all this subterranean Pluto energy. Like, people getting triggered left and right. It's just a part of learning what those are. Do you know what I mean? Some of us are learning new triggers about ourselves. Like, oh, I had no idea. I once went to a zombie walk, okay? We had our annual zombie walk recently in town. And one year, I had this friend who always used to take her teenage daughter, but she and her husband were on vacation when the zombie walk was happening. And I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. Let's go do that. Me and your daughter, we'll get all zombified up. No, I won't do that again. I can't do that again. I can't do that again. I triggered my shit. I triggered my shit. I triggered my shit for days. I triggered my shit for days. And that's when I really understood. Let's just go ahead and avoid fake blood. Ah! Alright. Triggered my own schisms. What's going on with you guys? That's a lot, but I'll take them all. You guys were talking to me. I know you were in there. You were talking to me. We have a lot of reversed fire energy. Okay. There is the thing that's standing out to me the most right now is all of the yellow here, okay? So yellow is the color that's associated with your solar plexus chakra, and that is also associated with just power and your sense of self-assertion, okay? So that's a big thing for you guys to be focusing on right now, okay? Yeah. It could be a relationship reading, but it's a weird one, okay? I'm not judging anybody's relationship, but it's just an interesting group of cards that's coming out, and I'm just trying to focus on what the Hierophant is trying to say to me. Let me get out. I have a lot. It's on the table, and I don't want to start talking about it until I have a better sense of it. So please, thank you for your patience, Pisces. But there's a... Boo-boo. I just got a boo-boo there. Okay? There's a lot of need to balance the solar plexus chakra. Okay? Because you guys are having a very hard time asserting yourselves right now in the way you want. And I think the thing that's got you caught up is some sort of commitment that you're in. And this could be that you want to get out of. You want to get out of. It could be a lease or a contract. But something, again, it's the same thing we got last time. Y'all saw how many times I shuffled I shuffled these cards forever, I felt like. And we still got the Strength reversed again. The Strength card reversed. next to the Hierophant. Okay, so maybe in some sort of institution or group that you belong to, or maybe there's some sort of like contract or lease where you feel like you're not able to defend yourself. You're feeling like very reactive rather than active. All right. This is an interesting sandwich. I want to get more info on that. Tell me about these sixes and this Queen reversed. It's the Six of Wands reversed, the Queen of Rods reversed, or rods or wands in this deck. And then the Six of Swords reversed. Oh, shit. Okay. Some of you guys, that's a very specific message, but I'll go ahead and say it. Some of you guys are having your name smeared by somebody who has serious inner child issues. Like this girl insecure. And she out there talking about you. And right when I said that, the moon came out. So that's somebody who is, they're not working in the daylight. That's why all that yellow energy is reversed. They're not working out in the moon, in the sunlight. They're trying to work in the moon, in the shadows. All right. This is all weird. Okay. Can I please, I'm not judging the message is weird. It's just the cards are weird. Can I get clarification on the Hierophant, pretty please? Magician came out there. And get a good flow with these. So it has something spiritual. Or maybe it might be you wanting to break out on your own, but no, it's something spiritual. The Hermit is, the H cards are all about spirituality in one way, shape, or form, okay? Some of this is religious or whatever belief system that you're attached to. You kind of feel like you would like one that was more tailored to you and your own personal perspective, okay? Some of you guys are rejecting a set of ethics that's been handed to you, or some sort of code. I don't know what kind of things y'all are up to out there, and that's fine. I'm not judging it, but something just seems too burdensome for you. So you've had to go within. Like you're really, really, really trying to get out of some sort of situation. And this Queen of Cups bish over here ain't helping. That's interesting. Can you show me, I don't know, show me something else, clarify those. I got the Moon of the Emperor. How do we clarify these? Jesus. Okay, you guys. I am always like hesitant and reluctant because I'm not trying to drink the Kool-Aid. There's some Kool-Aid out there. It's the twin flame Kool-Aid. And I'm not talking smack on all the people who talk about twin flames and soulmates and things like that. But if you get into the YouTube tarot community, there's just, there can be a really significant focus on that. There are a lot of people that's what they're looking for, is information on twin flame unions, okay? There's just these cards on the table right now that, isolated as they were, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, you know what? Those are cards that can point to a soulmate, twin flame, like soul contract kind of relationship. Divine masculine plus divine feminine. Finding your divine counterpart for this moment, okay? For this period and this stage of your life. But I was interpreting them otherwise, because there's so many other cards that had to do with these other things, okay? then these fishes popped out. Okay, the moon to me is it's not a common interpretation, but there are times in which what the moon says to me is that this is a cycle. It's a cycle. All right. These are complementary energies, maybe within you, maybe within a partnership. The Empress and the Emperor, and they are divine. They're a divine partner. Okay. So now I've got this Six of Wands reversed on the deck talking to me. And it's the same card that I have up here next to this Queen of Wands reversed. And the Six of Cups reversed. So, some of you guys are not sure that you have what it takes to participate in this soul union at this time. Some of you guys think that you have some evolution that you need to do on your own first. And that is very commendable if that's what you feel like you need. Okay? That's very, if that's what you feel, you don't have just one soulmate. You don't have just one twin flame opportunity, okay? They come around. They come around. Some of you guys are feeling like you just can't meet this right now. Go look at the water video for Mercury retrograde, okay? And look at the collective too, because it was a kind of a big repeat of that. Ouch! That was claws, boo-boo. We didn't need that. We didn't need that. Yeah. Ah! I just want more information. Okay. Tell me about the Six of Cups reversed. Actually, no. Please tell me about what is the Six of Wands reversed mean here? Yeah. There's potential for happiness on the other side of this. Gosh. Okay, we're going the opposite way. It just might be a sad story is all. Okay? There's a potential for two people to be happy together, or maybe for you to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself, but one of them is not feeling strong enough. And it's kind of sad. But it's a thing that happens. This person's spiritual evolution is going to be on point. So when their next soulmate comes around, they're going to be able to take that opportunity. Okay? We have the Three of Wands reversed, which to me shows like 6 is a magical number when it comes to relationships. Because you have the harmony, these 3 here in one person. And you have this 3, it's the number of harmony. And this other person, you bring them together, you have 6. Okay? I have twice. Right down here on the table and then on the bottom of the deck. Shit, what are you talking about? Okay, there's too many. Been shown that Six of Wands reversed, and it shows me that one of those two people cannot move forward, and therefore the partnership can't move forward right now, or it's not moving forward right now. The party in this that is not able to move forward. Might be him. It might be the masculine. It might be the Emperor. Okay? The Empress feels this loss. If it's the Empress that's having the hard time, if it's the feminine energy that's having a hard time, it's childhood trauma that she's dealing with. Okay? But I feel like it's these 3 cards came up and I just intuitively set them where I feel like they go. Okay? So I feel like the thing that's not moving forward is this cycle. This cycle between, like, you know, moons come and go. Okay? Past, so do lives. So do loves. It's a cycle. Okay? He came down under her. So I feel like it's a misunderstanding of his own power, if it's the Emperor, okay? And then she ended up underneath the Six of Cups. And I feel like she misses this. She's nostalgic. Okay, these are two people who I think they met each other, but it's not, if it is a relationship, then the one person really is thinking about leaving it. Yeah. And it's really sad to me. It's really sad to me because there is an opportunity for this person. Maybe that's what they need. Maybe they need to be alone. Okay. Here's my fear. Because I got the High Priestess reversed. They might just need to be alone and they feel like they can't right now. If you have the High Priestess and the Hermit and the Hierophant, there's just a lot of need for introspection here. Okay. Maybe that's what Mercury retrograde's going to do. But what's really sad is I feel like this person is passing up an opportunity to grow because they'd rather hold on to something that's toxic for them. Because it's easier. They don't know how powerful they are. They don't know that, check it out, those chains around the neck, look at that. He could pull that off if he wanted to. All right? Let's focus. Okay? He could that chain's kind of loose. He could pull it off if he wanted to. He doesn't understand he has the power to. And so, whoever the Emperor is, I do feel like it's just kind of sad. Maybe you just need to contemplate it a little bit. Can I have some more cards, please? Show me what all these 10s are trying to tell me. I have the 10 of Swords reversed, the 10 of Wands upright, and the 10 of Cups. It was very distinct. Like these. This is what I want to tell you. But let's sort it out. You guys, fuck. Double confirmation on the 10 of Cups. I really feel like, shit. That's fair. That's fair. We have the third 6 on the table that's reversed, and they all came out of the Morgan Greer deck, okay? So, somebody's not seeing this from a spiritual perspective. The truth of the situation is, I don't know if this would be a fair relationship at this time. I don't know if it would be an equal exchange at this time. Okay? The truth situation is there is nothing being exchanged at this time between these two people. All right? There's some soul searching, and the only thing that I can tell you is search that soul, because it doesn't tell me how this ends up. Okay? It doesn't tell me how it ends up. All right? What energy can you channel, Pisces, to kind of help guide you through this situation, through the new moon period? All right, thank you. What kind of energy can we recommend? The gnome. You have to ground yourself. And that doesn't mean don't let yourself leave the house. It means you have to know who you are. You got to check in with you. Okay? You got to know who you are right now. Come on, gnome. The physical, the natural world. All right? Manifestation on the physical plane and attention to the environment. They represent the things of the earth, riches, wealth, and security. Okay? More importantly, gnome indicates that earthly delights may be a path to the spiritual. Some of you guys just do not understand this connection, but it feels too good for you to believe that it's spiritual. It feels good. You're chained to it. You're compelled. Because the universe wants to compel you towards this union. Okay? It's up to you whether you choose it or not. But you're being compelled. Okay? The energy is really trying to pull you towards this union. Do you want a Hierophant or do you want a Hermit? Okay. I think you can Hierophant and end up as the Hermit. Okay. Hierophant means that you're going to fulfill this contract. Okay. Hermit means you're going to spiritually evolve. But it also can mean that you go off on your own. Okay. Here's a crazy idea. What if you find yourself in a partnership where both parties were free to evolve? That's one good reason why the universe might bring us a soulmate or a twin flame. There's happiness here, you guys. The Ten of Cups is on the table twice. It's the only double confirmation I have here. There's happiness, like combined happiness. Y'all get together and there's happiness. Not just one person standing there with their 9 cups being happy alone. You added an ace to that. You added a cup to that, and now you got 10. Let's go back to this gnome gentleman. Let's see. It's possible to work, to build, to amass wealth, and enjoy the fruits of our labors as long as we do not become slaves to these things or fall into the trap of believing that there's nothing beyond what we can possess. This is that disclaimer that I was giving all you guys, that look, soulmates are out there and they're a beautiful, wonderful, happy 10 of Cups kind of thing that exists in our life, but it's not the end all be all only form of happiness out there. Okay? All right. So as long as you're not obsessed with finding your soulmate can be a really beautiful, liberating process that helps you to evolve. Okay. We are ourselves temporarily incarnated as little gnomes, as little people, humans on this earth, as part of the manifest world. And although as physical beings we can enjoy the sensuous and material, it is clear that we must eventually leave it all behind and re-enter the hollow hills. Some of you guys, Jesus Christ, why did it take that long for me to figure this out? Some of you guys are real fucking scared of being hurt. You're scared of that attachment happening. Okay? So the cards are asking you to consider, is it possible to attach to a person, to like unite with a person without becoming so attached to them that someday when that relationship's over, you don't have any piece of yourself left. Okay? All right? So I feel like for you guys, the challenge is, can you enter a relationship? Can you enter a partnership and conduct yourself in a way that still feeds your own individual path? Okay? Because soulmates, here's the thing. It's not like y'all just, like, your path ends and now you're on this dual, like, now your path is together. Nope. They're just going to run parallel to one another for a while. You can go over some bumps together. You can go down maybe some neat, like, you know, slides. I don't know what there is on the path. What's your path like? My path's fun, okay? My path has slides. It's an obstacle course, too. It's kind of a fun one. There's a ball pit. No, I'm just making stuff up, okay? These are metaphors, though, about moving through life and being able to allow somebody to be at your side without completely giving yourself over to their path, right? Stay on your path, okay? Know your own worth and your own value. And don't be afraid of being hurt, okay? Sometimes the hurt is the reason you have the soul contract, and it sucks. But there's more suffering if you resist it. I'm sorry, it's just okay. I love you guys so much, okay? Hit me up if you need anything at all in the next couple of weeks. I might be doing some more readings, but I'll definitely be thinking of you, Pisces. All right? Take care.